I'm Kimberly Kay with your entertainment report from MidHudsonNews.com. Thank you to my sponsor, Making Faces Unisex Salon and Spa in Poughkeepsie and Fishkill, featuring a full line of mineral-made American cosmetics, Avis Cosmetics, A-V-A-S Cosmetics.net. Well, 5 black stretch limousines carrying Elizabeth Taylor's family arrived for her private funeral service at Forest Lawn Cemetery in Glendale. But the service began 15 minutes after its start time of 2 in the afternoon. Taylor had left instructions asking for the late start and had requested that someone announce she even wanted to be late for her own funeral. The funeral came a day after Taylor's death. Jewish custom calls for a burial within 48 hours of death. Taylor had converted to Judaism before her 1959 wedding to husband number 4 of 7, Eddie Fisher. Taylor's final resting place is not far from that of her close friend Michael Jackson. And Elizabeth Taylor had only been dead a few days, and yet there's word a famous portrait of her is being auctioned off. The Andy Warhol portrait of Taylor is expected to go for $20 million this May. The Wall Street Journal reports that a hedge fund manager is selling the silkscreen. Well, Casey's safe for another week, you Idol fans. But what did the tension of being the low vote getter do to his ulcerative colitis? His intestinal troubles have landed him in the hospital twice since he's been on American Idol. Now, Casey looked like he was about to collapse or maybe throw up when he heard Steven Tyler tell him the judges had used their one-time only save just for him. He let loose with, well, a really bad string of words that had to be bleeped out, and then even sat down on the stage. Stefano had told him that while they and Tia were in the bottom 3, that if Casey was the low vote getter, the judges would save him. Now everyone has another week to regroup, and next week 2 contestants will be voted off. But the good news is the remaining 11 contestants get to go on the Idol tour instead of the usual 10. Well, Charlie Sheen won't be writing a book about his winning ways. After all, a spokesman says Sheen never hired the literary agent who'd been shopping around a Sheen memoir. Several publishers have said they rejected the proposal because Sheen wanted too much money and was, well, too unpredictable. Hey, this piece of advice from Simon Cowell: if you plan on auditioning for the X Factor, don't turn up as if you just came from the office. He wants you to show some respect. After all, he points out you are auditioning for a $5 million contract. So he says take it seriously and practice. And no wacky costumes. That's an automatic rejection. The first auditions were Sunday in LA. Her attorney says Lindsay Lohan rejected a plea deal because she's very confident that a jury will acquit her of the charge that she stole a $2,500 necklace. Sean Hawley says Lohan could have taken the safe route and accepted the deal, which would have sent her to jail, but she says they're confident that a jury will listen to the evidence fairly and acquit her. A preliminary hearing will be held on April 22nd, and a new judge will decide if Lohan should stand trial. If he decides she should, Lohan could be sent to jail immediately because of a probation violation. Hey, Larry King, say hello to your younger self in wax. Larry King's wax figure has been shipped from Madame Tussauds in Washington to a Hollywood hotel where it's on display at a special luncheon. It's there for fun as the living, breathing Larry King is honored. Visiting from down the block are wax figures of Charlie Chaplin and Julia Roberts. The Roberts figure is just for fun, but the Charlie Chaplin is there because the event is called the Charlie Awards and is a fundraiser for the Hollywood Arts Council, which supports arts in the local Hollywood area. Lanford Wilson, the Tony Award and Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright of the Hot L Baltimore Burn this 5th of July and Tally's Follies, has died. He died Wednesday at 73. Wilson was one of 4 founders of the Circle Rep Company of New York and won a Pulitzer for drama in 1980 for Tally's Folly, which starred Judd Hirsch. In local entertainment news, L. Van Hart Artist Productions and Stella May Productions present Jazz at Stella May Gallery Theater. The date, Tuesday, April 12th. It's the Kevin Hayes Trio and Meet the Artist at 8, music at 8:30. The address, 101 Greenkill Avenue in Kingston. For reservations, call 331-7955. Thank you to Making Faces Salon Unisex Spa in Poughkeepsie and Fishkill. Call them 296-0700 or visit them online, makingfaces.com. MakingFacesUSA.net. That's your latest entertainment report. For a new update daily, log on to MidHudsonNews.com. I'm Kimberly Kay.